Fermented foods are defined as foods or beverage produced through controlled microbial growth and the conversion of food components through enzymatic action. Formally, the preparation is passed from one generation to another generation, very often with improvement and addition of ingredients. But nowadays, fermented food also being produced with improved equipment and using bioprocessing innovations for quality control. One example of fermented food is tapai. Tapai is a popular Malaysian delicacy normally consumed as a dessert. There are two main types of tapai, which are tapai pulut and tapai ubi. Tapai that's sweet yet slightly alcoholic with a pleasant, fragrant aroma. The glutinous rice or cassava is soft and juicy, and there is also some liquid produced as a result of fermentation. The liquid form contains a very low alcohol level after a few days. However, if the process is prolonged, the alcohol content will increase. What you need to make tapai is firstly, you need cassava roots. You can use fresh or frozen and already peeled cassava. Next, rice yeast. It needs a special yeast that we call as ragi tape to do the fermentation. You cannot use regular yeast that we use to make bread. They are in dried form in a round bowl shape. To make this tapai, we need a clean container. Traditionally, the locals like to use banana leaves to wrap the cassava and leave them for several days for fermentation under the warmed up place.
Hi, I'm Nur Shazan Hazika binti Amis. Now, I'll talk about the process of tapai production. This production is related with fermentation. There's two methods of the production, which is traditional and modern method. But both of it are actually the same. The thing that differ it is the use of technology. In this slide shows the process of tapai pulut and tapai ubi production. For tapai pulut, firstly we need to wash glutinous rice, then soak overnight and cook. When it cool, it is inoculate with powdered commercial ragi, then wrap in banana leaves or jars and ferment at room temperature. For tapai ubi, it is also used the same process, but the ingredient is cassava. Now, I'll talk about the benefits of tapai. There's a lot of benefits of tapai that we should know. Firstly, tapai can maintain healthy skin. It is one of the methods that can be used to cure acne, where it can help our body to neutralize the poison and reside which congest on the edge of our pore. Secondly, tapai is rich of probiotic, where the fermented process that include various microorganisms turns out to be good process to create probiotic essence. It also can improve our digestion and immune system of our body, so we will not easily infected with disease. Next, tapai can be our diet menu because it has low level of fat that can stimulate our digestion organ to work more better. Lastly, tapai also can prevent anemia. What is anemia? Anemia is a disease that low hemoglobin. So, tapai can increase the production of B12 vitamin. The vitamin is very essential to support red blood cells production.
The major problem of industrialization of tapai is the limited shelf life. The finished product does not undergo any heat processing, and as a result, it has limited shelf life. Traditional tapai can be stored at room temperature for 2 to 3 days. After this time, it over ferments and gets sour. The tapai package in plastic cups can be kept in the refrigerator for approximately 2 weeks. It can be stored in a frozen state for several months, but the texture suffers. Therefore, the shelf life of tapai is the key issue with industrialization. The good must be kept chilled, which adds to the cost. Furthermore, the product spoils and needs to be thrown out if the electrical or refrigerated system fails. The need for insulated container or refrigerated vehicles for distribution, both of which add to the cost, is another issue. To sum up, there are so many foods fermented in Malaysia. One of them is tapai. Nowadays, tapai is made by small industry like Mardi. The method adopted for the small-scale industry or village industry in Malaysia does not differ much from traditional preparation. There is really no big transformation in the technology of tapai making, and the industry still lags far behind.